What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It hasn't been too long. It's only been like what, 2 weeks, close to 2 weeks, something like that. Um, but it's nice to see y'all. As y'all can see, I'm fully over the pink eye now. I don't have an item one of my eyes. Thank God for that because I was going through it. Y'all, I was going through it. That shit was a pain in the ass, but I'm back. You know, I got some good news for y'all. So on Friday, I was going to say on Wednesday. It was supposed to be last Wednesday, but it ended up being last Friday, the 23rd, I believe. Forgive me if that is not what Friday was, but I feel like that was Friday because today's what, the 26th. Yeah. So on Friday, as y'all, I'm sure I've mentioned this at some point. I was trying to get my name legally changed. I started the process some months back. Through this organization that helps people be able to get it done. So I went through them, and they have found me a law firm to work with about 2 months ago, and got to sit on this, get all this documentation, and they're preparing the file. They were preparing the files and all that, this, that, and the third, to get ready for the court date. The court date was on Friday. It wasn't like an in-person court date I had to go to. It was just something that they were going to make a decision on their own in the court and then send it, what the decision was, to the lawyers, and then they send that to me. So they ended up granting my name change. So it's pretty much official. I'm waiting for like certified copies, and then once I have the certified copies, I believe that's when I can go to the Social Security office, get all that stuff rolling, get my ID changed, and eventually I'll get my birth certificate changed. I have to get a new birth certificate, but once I do that, I'll get that changed. What else do I have to get changed? A bunch of other stuff, I feel like. I'm just not remembering right now, but my ID mainly, and my birth certificate, or my passport. Yeah, my passport, I'm gonna have to get changed. That might be it for right now. I don't got like a passport card. I still got like a passport book. So those three things for sure I could think off the top of my head. Just have a new name in the system. It's gonna be officially Zion Aiden Nanakwesi Russell. So now the next step is the gender marking, which I'm figuring out exactly who I'm doing that with and how I'm doing that process. But that's next. Super excited. I was so lit. I would just show y'all, but I don't know. There was something at the end of the document that was like, this part of it can't be made public or something. I was like, I don't know if I could show the top part or not. So just play it safe. I just won't show the actual document. But I just told y'all what the name was. But yeah, again, Zion Aiden Nanakwesi Russell. Yes, I changed my last name. If you know me, you know what my last name used to be. I used to have my mother's name and my father's name hyphenated, but I changed that as well. That was something I had to do. I just chose to do it. Cause I used to just go by Aiden. When I first did change my name ever to anything, I was going by Aiden for the longest. But I kind of feel like I just did it just to make it easier for my family, and I didn't really do it for me to pick that particular name. I kept it anyway as part of my American middle name because it just kind of grew on me. But I wanted to change the first name, and everyone I've met since I came up with that name refers to me as Zion. But if you hear Aiden too, that's cool. If you hear Zion too, that's cool. I'm cool with whatever. I would love for all parts of my name to be used. I know some people that call me Nanakwesi because in our culture, some people just go by their day names. So I'm cool with that too. It's whatever. But Yeah, I saw Zion. I don't even know how it fully came. Oh, I think I know what it is. I don't know if it's gonna sound silly or not, but like I'm gonna just keep it real. Um, but because I remember thinking like, how did I get to the conclusion that that was the name I wanted to use? And I was like, I was watching Ginny and Georgia. If y'all know that show, Ginny and Georgia, it's with that girl, Ginny, who moves to was it Massachusetts? I feel like some town over there with her mother. And her mother has like this dark past that she slowly starts to learn about and unravel because she got like 3 different baby daddies, or 2 different baby daddies, right? And but she was with a lot of different men, and there was a lot of like criminal stuff going on that she was involved in. Cause she had Jenny when she was like 15, and she was trying to make ends meet and did a lot of crazy shit to make that happen. And it started to catch up with her. And she was dating the mayor of the town and all this shit. And while she getting into it with the mayor, I don't mean like in a bad way. I mean like romantically involved, and they started dating and stuff. Jenny's dad comes back into the picture, and Jenny's dad is named Zion. And when I first saw him, I mean, I don't know about when I was talking about what I'm interested in dating. Whenever I watch this show, that's when the bi-curiousness comes out of me, because I'm just like, the dude who played her dad, because they showed him as a younger version of him, and then they showed him as now. And I'm like, they both fine as fuck. I just love the vibe I was getting from them. I was like, but at the same time, I was kind of like envisioning myself, mainly with the present day actor who plays her dad. I can't remember his name right now. But modern day Zion in the show is like into poetry, like me, is living in this nice little, I was just like a penthouse, but like loft style thing in Boston. And he's just so dope. Like his character is just so dope. And I just feel like something about his vibe I resonated with, like the way he spoke and carried himself, and he was riding a motorcycle. But the poetry thing really got me, because he had taken Jenny to like a spoken word event, and got her into performing and things like that. And the lady he started dating, I could totally picture myself with someone like that. I was like, was she fine as hell too? But just very well put together, very much like a lady, very intelligent. I don't know if she went to like her character went to Harvard, but some one of those schools, like an Ivy League school. I think she's a lawyer. The lady that Jenny's dad starts dating, I think she's a lawyer too, if I'm not mistaken, or a judge, but I think she's a lawyer. And she was just so smart. Like I'm attracted to, like, if I can clearly see you're an intelligent person, you know your stuff. Like, it's not even just necessarily about a degree, but like the way you carry yourself, I was like, that's attractive. And I was like, I would love to meet a woman like that in real life. Like similar schooling and things like that, and just whatever profession, but like just something about her dad being with a woman like that. I was like, I like what I see this character Zion is doing, and I could see myself like that too, with certain aspects of his current the modern day character, because they would do the flashbacks and then come back to what was currently going on. But that's how I came to like that name a lot when I saw him, and I was just like, yeah, I fuck with that character. Out of all the guys that her dad, out of all the guys that her mother had been with, when I do the flashbacks, even compared to the mayor, I was low-key hoping that her parents would end up back together. But I don't think that would, I don't know. Georgia's a very interesting woman. I'm sidetracking so bad right now, but I love that show. Georgia's an interesting woman. Very pretty, very attractive. But once I started hearing about her past, I was like, oh, nah. I would not want to get caught up in that. And the fact that she got if y'all remember, at the end of, my bad if this is a spoiler, but at the end of season 2, because season 3, I don't even think it's finished filming or nothing. I have no idea when season 3 is coming out. But the end of season 2, the last episode, she was getting married. Georgia was getting married to the mayor of the town. Beautiful fairy tale wedding. And she gets arrested at the last, 10 minutes of the show. I was like, yo, what the? But it was crazy because I knew it was coming because the private investigators were getting closer and closer and to tracking her down in the most after what she did, the last crime she committed, because before she hadn't been doing stuff. I mean, she had been doing stuff, but it was it wasn't good. But I was looking past it as a viewer. But the last thing that she did, I was like, that counts as a murder. Why would you do yeah, the guy was on his way out already, medically. But who are you to pull the what? When I saw that, I was like, I can't look at her the same. I can't. And I'm like, yeah, Zion dodged a bullet. And I hope he marries that beautiful, intelligent black woman that he's currently dating in the show, because what? Goes. But yeah, that's how I came to. I had to think about it. I'm like, that's why I like that name, because of that character. And I also love that song by Lauryn Hill, and I think it's so cute when people ask me, oh, like the Lauryn Hill song. I'm like, yeah, like the Lauryn Hill song. But I like that song too. It's just nice to hear my name in a song, and I like the story behind the song as well. You listen very closely, because that was Lauryn Hill's son that she was talking about, and all the stuff she was going through when she had him and leading up to having him and things like that. And I think it's a beautiful song with a beautiful meaning behind it. So yeah, Zion. Nice to meet y'all. I'm Zion, But yeah, it's official now. It's official. I can't wait to pull my ID out and see that. And then I'm gonna feel even better when it's the gender marking too. That feeling is gonna be unreal. It was such a relief to literally read the document. It states what your dead name is, and then it's to assume the name of Zion Aiden Anakwesi. So I'm just yes! I read it over 50 times. I was like, yo, this is unreal. It's something you've been dreaming about for so long. When you finally see it coming into fruition, you're like, yo, it's amazing. It's a beautiful feeling. And I'm in this group chat with sorry if I keep going like this. I'm reading stuff about the group chat I was supposed to tell y'all about. I'm in a group chat with mostly trans people. There's some cis women in there, but it's mostly trans guys. And I was telling them, and I'm just it was just a good feeling to tell them and be able to share that with them, but also be able to put them on to something that another trans person put me on, and just pass the resources down so that we can all get what we want and desire and to be happy. And I was like, yeah, email this lady, do the intake, da-da-da-da-da. She can find you some lawyers in your state. Boom. Helping out the community. That's one of my goals, as much as I can, in any way that I can. And it feels nice to be able to do that and help be a resource and provide people with other resources and things like that. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, so that's what I was waiting to tell y'all. I had a lot going on this past weekend, so I didn't really have time to record until right now. It's Monday night. But yeah, I just I have some energy. Let me record this. Let me share that with y'all. And today I also had an info session for top surgery. Not the consultation yet, just the info session on Zoom. I was with a bunch of other trans people and the people who are going to be their caregivers when they have their surgery. And I learned about the kind of incisions that they're going to do, and the kind of scarring that's going to be going over here, and how they have to resize. Well, one surgery, they have to resize and relook, place your nipples a little bit differently, stuff like that. Learning about the insurance. But from the looks of it, as long as the prior authorization goes through, the term I have to familiarize myself with some past medications they would have to do a prior authorization in order for me to be approved to be prescribed the medication, and for the insurance to cover it or give me whatever reduced copay I was trying to get. But it looked like my insurance was on that list, so I think I should be fine. I gotta get my letters from my therapist to my PCP, primary care physician. But I learned about a lot of stuff. Resources, mental health resources. I'm more scared for the bottom surgery, but surgery in general just makes me nervous. So I appreciated that, and it's a big deal. Like a surgery like that, get my titties cut off. Like that's crazy. Like a good crazy, but it's like, yo, that could very well be 2025. Like, it's so much going through my mind about it. I'm just like, I'm about to do a separate video about that. But I'm excited, but very nervous. My last surgery I had it went well. I just wouldn't want them to give me morphine. I can semi-deal with oxycodone. Not my favorite thing in the world, but I can semi-deal with it. But the morphine, hell no. Hell no. Don't give me that ever again. I'd rather sit there in pain than be on that shit. I'm good. I don't like drugs and stuff like that. With the exception of weed here and there, I do not like hardcore. I don't like it. I'm just like, I don't understand. I don't understand why you'd want to feel like that. With like the morphine, and it was the one that you could press on a button they said you could press that shit every 7 minutes if you wanted to. Like, yo, I would have been like, I was already like a zombie. Like, I don't like that feeling. I could barely get up to go to the bathroom because I was so out of it and heavy-headed and dizzy, and I was like, I don't like that. I get better with the oxycodone. It made me a little bit kind of like being high, like normal weed high, but just a bit higher. And I was like, okay. But I only would take that when I absolutely needed to. I was like, I'll sit and deal with the pain. Watch me do it. That shit was in my stomach. It felt like I had, if you were to do like 100 planks or some shit like that, that's what my stomach felt like after my surgery. Because I had the partial removal of, I don't remember if it's my large intestine or small intestine, but yeah, that's what my surgery was, and it went pretty good. It was smooth. Yeah, so I'm not really worried about the surgery itself. I'm worried about post-op, like everything that after that, when I wake up, things like that's what I'm worried about, because the surgery is take you out of sleep, and I do well with anesthesia. I've never had a problem with anesthesia or staying awake or anything like that, so that kind of counts my nerves because I know I'll be good. Yeah, so that's that. I had the info session today. That was cool. My consultation is in April, so I'm trying to get my letters together in March, so at April they could. I saw today that you wouldn't get a surgery date that day of your consultation, but as long as you have the letters in by then, it shouldn't be that much longer after your consultation to get a surgery date, because they scheduled them like 9 months out. So I'm hoping ideally it'll be like January of 2025, mainly because I have my winter break. I could take those couple of weeks to recover, fully recover. I know I'm gonna have to wear like a binder, like a surgery binder, for like a few weeks. I'm gonna have to have these tube things in on the side. I'll get some pictures like that for a later video so y'all can see what I'm talking about. But it collects like excess fluid. You have to keep those in for like 2 weeks, things like that. And it can't lift up heavy stuff and So it's a little process, but I feel like within like 6 weeks I'll be back to myself for the most part. So if they can schedule it during that time, that would be fabulous. So fingers crossed that it's January 2025 or December 2025. I could wait several months later. I don't have a problem. Or somewhere in the summertime. January, May, June, July, even August, because I wouldn't have to be back in school until the end of August or December. Like right around the time winter break's supposed to start. Like mid-December. I'll be good with that. But yeah. That's all I had to say, y'all. Y'all looking at Zion over here, you know. And I'll keep y'all updated as I get more information about the general market and things like that. But I hope y'all having a great day. I'll see y'all soon. Whenever I have something to talk about again, I've been thinking of more topics and things like that. And the Independence Day video, Ghana's Independence Day video is coming soon. I was going to go out to DC, but I just didn't feel like spending all that money just for the day. If they had been doing that thing in New York, I would have gone. But I'm like, I just don't feel like doing all that. I want to put my money towards other stuff right now. So, but I will be doing a video about, like the most commonly asked questions about Guineans. I'm just going to be typing in question starters like, are Guineans blank, blank, blank? How do Guineans blank, blank, blank? And see what comes up and then share them with y'all and then answer the question if I can. So that's what I'm going to do. Get a little dressed up for y'all. But that'll be a fun, cute video. So stay tuned for that. Independence Day is like March 6th. So I might just record it that day, depending on what I have going on. And sometime that week, I'll upload that. But yeah, I got some more topics and things I want to talk about. I've been trying to focus more on trans content for y'all. So yeah. But I'm going to talk to y'all soon. As always, thank you so much for watching. Those of you that take the time to watch my videos, comment, share, like, subscribe. Thank y'all to everyone. It's very much appreciated. And it keeps me going. It keeps me motivated to post. So I just want to thank y'all for that. But y'all be seeing me very soon. I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day. Or a good start to your day, depending on when you watch this. But yeah, I'll see y'all soon.